Fari Hamzei, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. We've just been talking about this whole theme here, which we've been identifying over the last little while of this move out from growth into value stocks. And we were looking at all these stocks that seem to be making new highs, led by Warren Berkshire Hathaway making a new all-time high here this morning. What's your thoughts here? Are you seeing the same thing, kind of this movement into good value stocks?
I haven't really followed that. I haven't watched that. So that's a good idea. I got to take a look at it. But no, I mean, we follow like 25, 30 stocks, pretty much try to understand them. So I haven't looked at that phenomenon. But thanks for the heads up.
And you usually trade those growth stocks too. Like you're usually focused on all those high flyers. Like, are you planning on playing the Tesla here tonight?
Yes, absolutely. Tesla's on deck. We got rid of some. We took advantage of the run up to dump some stuff that was doing really well. We actually also bought some insurance because we thought possibly because of the discounting mechanism of the market, I think it probably was priced in the election, and buy the rumor, sell the news. So we thought maybe we ought to get some protection on. So we have a slight amount of puts up, but we're net positive delta.
Are you feeling okay, Fari?
You sound
Pardon
tired
me?
today.
Are you feeling okay?
No, I'm fine. Yeah. Well, the hours have been heavy. We've been very busy recently, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Fari doesn't sound himself. You got to hit that
Yeah.
coffee, Fari, this morning. Usually you come on, you bring us the energy, and Fari sounds tired
Yeah.
here today. You must have been trading too hard yesterday.
Not really, but I've been a little bit worried about various positions we've had, and we've had a lot on. So little by little, we've taken some off. But no, we're fine. We're fine. We also add some new people. We're training them. It's just growing pains. That's all.
You need a vacation, Fari. You know what? But hey, listen, I'm going to be in.
When's the last time you had a
Yeah,
vacation,
Fari,
Fari?
when's
I
the
gotta
last-
know
Well, I'm leaving for Los Angeles come Thanksgiving. I'm taking about a week off.
Are you taking a week off from the markets, or are you going out there on business?
Oh no, family. Just gonna go
Oh,
see
well,
family.
great. You're going to get some time. That's good for you, Fari. You need that.
Hey, Fari, I'm going to be in.
And also, I need some sun. I was used to so much exposure to sun in Chicago. It's a very, pretty much a gray weather, if you will. So,
Well, get some sun for me, too, because I need some sun, too.
Hey, Fari, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods this weekend. I'm coming into Chicago for the Michigan Northwestern game.
when is that? The weekend? Or,
Yeah. It's Saturday afternoon. I'll be in your neck of
Well,
the.
let's try to get together.
Okay, maybe we'll get together for a pop or so. Okay, I'll contact you. I'll contact you after the show. Dennis was, we were talking about this theme, selling these higher value stocks and selling the high PE stocks, buying the value stocks. I mean, what's your outlook on that? Is just people just think that they're never going to get, anything out of interest rates again? Is that pretty much your philosophy?
Well, I think what we need to see is whether the move out of small caps is going to come back in. The last couple of days, actually, small caps have not kept up with the market. That's really where I've been looking at because we're trying to get a clue as to are we going to move forward further up into the year end or not. That's what I've been, as an index player, that's what I've been concentrating on. Yeah, it's not so far. It's not clear. We'll see. I mean, the last couple of days, we've had a little bit of slowdown on the Russell 2000. But I mean, this morning everything is green. Everything on my list that I usually watch, they're all green. Of course, we're up on futures about 11.5 points. We don't really do any sector rotation and so forth. That's really the stock guys.
I'm just
We are
looking.
more of an event-driven operation.
I'm just looking here at the early imbalances too. I was just talking about them before we got on there, Fari, and there's just buy imbalances here across the board too on a lot of those value stocks. But another stock that has a big buy imbalance, which it has every single morning, is Alibaba. It's got 331,000 shares to buy here this morning. It seems like every day is 300,000 Alibaba shares to buy. It's breaking out and making new highs here now after reporting an interesting earnings report. It was somewhat disappointing at first, but then they came back and they bought it. What are your thoughts here on Alibaba as it's breaking out to new highs?
Well, didn't it hit new highs yesterday? I thought it hit new highs yesterday.
Yes, it did, and following through and making new highs again here today. So we're getting follow-through buying.
Yeah, I'm not too hot about Chinese stocks as a rule. The only one I've really played over the years has been Baidu. I think we've talked about that. The number of them in the past were reinstated. Their accounting. Alibaba is huge. I've always been intrigued by how they got so big so fast. So I probably would wait. And also chart-wise, we have very, very little data on that. About 90 days. Let's see. I mean, chart-wise, I cannot make any decision. So, when we have an IPO, I usually wait about 6 months to a year before I touch them. We don't touch anything that new that comes out. Chart-wise, we can't do anything. I can't even get any weeklies plotted. The dailies are just beginning to plot in terms of signal channels and CI and so forth. So we're kind of blind on that right now. But had a great run, given the low it put in and then came back up. But we'll let the other first adapters go in for that. We'll wait and go. There are plenty of other opportunities. We're also buying some calls and puts forward in January and in April area. Ethan has been pretty active there. I bought Morgan Stanley. Let's see. We've been kind of focused on a few things. Let's see. There have been some bets we put on oil. Let's see. Let me bring it up. Let me take a look. Let's see. We have some Amazon on. We have a couple of leftovers left. Xilinx. We have a Strangler on Twitter. Let's see. A couple of positions on Facebook.
What do you got on Facebook? Are you bullish Facebook here? It turned around and kind of had a key reversal day there yesterday, traded up and closed near the highs, up at 75, 76, 60 cents of follow through here this morning, up at 76.37. Are you looking at that from the bullish side?
Well, interesting enough on that one, we have two bets on. I am bullish on it. Ethan is bearish on it. But different expressions.
You just trade with each other?
Well, he's all the way out. He has shorted it. He's got puts on March. I have call spreads for December. So different time slice, if you will. Yeah. Not the same time. Yeah, we'll try not to go against each other. He's got some a little bit of a June. He's got some June puts on for SPY. I'm long some Qs. Let's see. I'm sorry, no, I have a puts on. I have some puts on Qs. We have a little bit of puts on IMW. We kind of try to stay with ETFs if we can for market timing. Let's see. What else do we have? He's got a Strangler on Twitter.
I want to ask you about him.
I have a little bit of a long on Tesla.
Okay, I just want to ask you about Ethan because I know he had those wild strangles on, and we got to dip down. He was nice into the money, and then you got this rebound here, and it's been one vicious rebound. I mean, it's caught a lot of not only little guys but institutional investors, off guard. Has he been able? Because I tell you, he had such a bearish thesis. You think he would have been selling all the way up on that, or was he able to adjust his strategy?
Well, the number of them were for October, so they like one leg expired, the other one was deeply in the money. He also had he had some big names like Caterpillar. He had, I believe, he had some Spy. He had maybe even I'm not sure if it was Twitter or not, but he had the one leg of a strangler would go away. He would basically dump it to whatever he could. The other side would be the money. Recently, he hasn't put anything new on other than Twitter, and he's been very inactive on the way up because he really feels that we really need a more normal market. So I've been more active on the way up. He was active on the way down. I was stuck with some positions, and I was trying to make up for it in futures because that's where it was moving. When the reversal came, mine exploded up. Some we got rid of, a couple of more are still left, and just recently we put Amazon up. We did a repair on Amazon, and we put Tesla up. I have to make a decision on Tesla whether I would dump it or adjust it ahead of the earnings. Let's see. And then we have a volatility bet on by Pirus, and that's just slightly in a loss, just a tad in a loss. So actually, our options did better than I expected. Let's see on the SPY. Yeah, that SPY is not a strangle. He hasn't done much. He was looking at Exxon. He was looking at one more name. He was looking at on a strangle, okay. But then he scratched it. He's very particular about how he finds his volume profile for individual stocks. If they get out of certain zones he's looking at, he won't touch it. He won't touch the options on him. So he's been a little bit less active. I've been more active recently.
Okay, what about Priceline? Did you play that at all? Boy, that thing really took a haircut. No, you didn't play.
I don't know if I've ever traded Priceline. Just a little bit of a not familiar with it. The stock is a little bit expensive. I don't think we've ever touched Priceline. We listened to the earnings, but I don't think we've ever played it. Let's see. We'll probably get back into Apple. And let's see. We had some JPM. We sold that. That was a nice profit. Kind of a gift. We're long some Morgan Stanleys. And we also made some money on Goldman Sachs. Again, Johnson & Johnson. Oh, remember we talked about the back spread on Johnson & Johnson?
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
So how are you playing that?
We had a spread on Johnson & Johnson, which was a back spread. We sold there were November hundreds we sold, and we bought 3, 1 by 3. For every one that we sold on November 100s, we bought 3 November 105s. Do you see what it did yesterday?
Yep, exploded.
Yeah, it went parabolic. The day before, we got rid of them. But yesterday, it's really, right now it's 109. If anybody held those, that was a huge payoff. And there was a time, there was about 2 or 3 days, everybody panicked because it was stuck at 103. If you're a back spread, you get stuck between the two legs you have, as you know. You could be actually negative. But this one, once it passed 105, it went into the money really rapidly. We got paid going in, and we also sold it. So we got paid twice.
Got paid going in, get paid going out. Fari Hamzei.
Murray likes that. Murray likes that.
He likes getting paid.
The problem I have is everybody in our members for the options section writing to say, hey, can we do more of this? The difficulty is finding the right pair. That's not easy. To also meet the targets you have on signal channels. You have to search quite a bit to find it. And that day, it probably took us, I'd say, probably 3 hours to get executed. Because you're shooting for a certain number to come in, and if they don't line up, you actually have to buy. You have to wait for it to become negative, and then you go in.
Gotcha.
So it was an interesting trade.
Okay, Fari Hamzei of Hamzei Analytics joins us every Wednesday morning at 8:30, giving us his colorful and informative outlook on the markets. Fari, have a good day. I'll try and catch up with you this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Look forward to that. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Fari.